everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Yes?
Today we're going behind the scenes of the Mr. Beast empire,
Okay.
but not talking about the wild challenges or the crazy giveaways this time.
Right.
This time we're taking a closer look at the crew members themselves,
Interesting.
the people who help bring Mr. Beast's vision to life.
It's a fascinating angle
Yeah.
because it really gets into the human side of this YouTube phenomenon.
Yeah,
These seemingly ordinary individuals have become stars in their own right,
right.
and their journeys offer some pretty insightful lessons about online fame in the modern age.
Absolutely. It's almost like an entrepreneurial case study, right?
Totally.
So let's start with the OG of OGs, Chris.
Okay.
He's not just any crew member.
No.
He was literally Mr. Beast's first subscriber.
Wow.
Can you even imagine having that kind of history with someone?
It's incredibly rare, especially in the YouTube world where connections are often fleeting.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about their shared journey, their loyalty, and the genuine friendship they've maintained through the years.
You know, there's footage from their early days where you can actually see Chris and Jimmy young and full of ambition talking about their plans for making videos.
Really?
It's almost surreal to see how far they've come from those humble beginnings.
It highlights the power of shared vision, even in the early stages.
Yeah.
It's clear that they had a spark, a belief in their potential, and a willingness to hustle together to make their dreams a reality.
Okay, so next up is Nolan.
All right.
You know, the guy who always ends up getting demolished in those bowling challenges.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I swear his reactions are half the entertainment.
He definitely brings a unique comedic energy to the channel.
For sure.
But what's interesting is that Nolan wasn't just some random guy they found. He actually had his own successful YouTube channel
What?
called Trend Crave before joining Mr. Beast.
Wait, seriously, I had no idea.
Yeah.
What kind of content did he make on Trend Crave? Was it similar to Mr. Beast's style at all?
So Trend Crave was mainly focused on viral trends and news stories delivered in this really engaging and humorous way.
Okay.
It was actually very different from the typical Mr. Beast challenge video,
Interesting.
but it definitely showcased Nolan's knack for storytelling and connecting with an audience.
That's actually pretty brilliant on Mr. Beast's part. It's
Yeah.
like he recognized Nolan's talent and saw how it could bring a whole new dimension to his own channel.
Right.
It's more than just building a team. It's about curating a diverse set of skills and personalities that complement each other.
Exactly. It's a smart strategy, especially in the current YouTube landscape, where collaboration is becoming more and more crucial.
Yeah.
It allows creators to tap into different audiences, expand their reach, and keep their content fresh and engaging.
All right, get ready for a story that's pure inspiration.
Okay.
Let's talk about Chandler.
All right, Chandler.
Now, this is what I call a true underdog story.
Okay.
Chandler started as a janitor for Mr. Beast's team.
It really is remarkable. Imagine going from cleaning up to being a full-fledged YouTube star.
Right.
It sounds like something straight out of a movie.
And what's even more fascinating is that Chandler was incredibly shy at first,
Really?
almost afraid to even talk to Jimmy.
Wow.
It's like he was hiding in plain sight.
There are even stories about him being terrified to be on camera.
Wow.
But as we all know, sometimes the quiet ones have the most to offer.
Totally. And in Chandler's case, it was his humor and genuine personality that ultimately shone through.
Yeah.
I remember this one video where he kind of let his guard down and the audience went crazy for him.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. I think it was one of the last to leave challenges.
Sure.
And Chandler just had this natural awkwardness and comedic timing that was so relatable.
Yeah.
It wasn't forced or over the top. It was just authentically him.
And that's the thing about Mr. Beast's leadership style. He seems to create an environment where people feel comfortable being themselves.
Right.
Regardless of their background or personality.
Yeah,
It's not about fitting a mold. It's about embracing individuality.
I agree.
And that clearly resonates with the audience.
Absolutely. It goes against the traditional notion of hierarchy and shows that talent can be found in the most unexpected places.
Yeah.
And I think that's a powerful message, especially for aspiring creators.
Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about Carl.
Okay.
Carl, his path to the Mr. Beast crew is slightly different because he was initially working for Mr. Bro Jimmy's brother.
Okay.
So he was already familiar with the whole YouTube scene.
So he was already in the family, so to speak.
Right, and what's intriguing is that both Mr. Beast and his team saw something special in Carl, even though he was already working within the family.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about nepotism, it was about recognizing his potential and bringing him onto the main channel.
Right.
And Carl definitely took that opportunity and ran with it.
He did.
He's now a massive success on Twitch with millions of subscribers.
Wow.
It's amazing how he's managed to build his own brand within the MrBeast world.
His journey is a great example of adaptability and leveraging different platforms.
Yeah.
He started with Mr. Bro, moved to the main MrBeast channel, and then conquered Twitch.
Right.
That kind of strategic thinking is essential for staying relevant in today's digital landscape. It really is remarkable how this group of individuals came together and found success in such a unique way.
Totally.
It's like MrBeast stumbled upon a winning formula by accident almost.
It wasn't like a calculated business plan from the start, right?
Right.
And I think that's part of the appeal.
Yeah.
It feels authentic and organic, like a group of friends who just happen to be making incredible content together.
It's a brilliant strategy, even if it wasn't entirely intentional.
Yeah.
It allows the audience to feel like they're part of an extended friend group, not just passive viewers.
Before this deep dive, I have to admit, I kind of assumed that most of the crew were just, Jimmy's buddies from back in the day.
Right.
But now seeing how each of them brought their own unique skills and experiences to the table, it just adds another layer of intrigue to the whole MrBeast story.
I think that's a common misconception.
Yeah.
We tend to fixate on the figurehead, the one with the name recognition.
Yeah.
But behind every successful person, there's a whole team of talented individuals working hard to bring the vision to life.
And in MrBeast's case, that team isn't just working behind the scenes.
Right.
They're right there in the videos, part of the entertainment part of the brand.
Exactly.
They're not just employees. They're personalities, each with their own unique appeal.
And that's a brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
It allows the audience to connect on a more personal level, to feel like they're part of an extended friend group, not just passive viewers.
It makes you wonder how much of their success can be attributed to this collaborative pack mentality.
Yeah.
It's like they've tapped into a whole new model for content creation.
What's fascinating is that this model actually challenges traditional media structures, where there's usually a clear hierarchy and a separation between talent and crew.
Right.
In the MrBeast world, the lines are blurred.
Interesting.
Everyone contributes, everyone has a voice, and everyone benefits from the collective success.
Do you think there are any potential downsides to this model, though? Like, does it ever create tension or competition within the group?
It's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a group of strong personalities working closely together, there's bound to be some friction.
Yeah.
And it's easy to imagine how individual ambitions could clash with the overall goals of the group.
It's kind of like a band, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be the lead singer.
Right.
But ultimately, you need all the instruments working in harmony to create great music.
Exactly. It requires a delicate balance of individual expression and collective unity.
Right.
And it also raises questions about ownership and control.
Oh.
Who ultimately owns the MrBeast brand?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Is it Jimmy?
Right.
Is it the collective?
Yeah.
How do you navigate those complexities when everyone is contributing to the overall success?
That's a really good point. It's uncharted territory in a lot of ways.
Right.
It reminds me of those early tech startups where everyone's all in.
Working crazy hours.
Yeah.
And sharing in the triumphs and failures.
Yeah.
But as the company grows and evolves, things can get complicated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So while this collaborative model has clearly been a recipe for success for MrBeast, it'll be interesting to see how it evolves and adapts as the brand continues to grow.
For sure.
And the individual crew members pursue their own ventures.
What stands out to you as the most intriguing aspect of all these origin stories?
Yeah.
Is there one that particularly resonates with you?
I think Chandler's story is incredibly inspiring.
Yeah.
It's a testament to his resilience.
Yeah.
His ability to seize the moment.
Yeah.
And the supportive environment that MrBeast cultivated.
Right.
Imagine starting as a janitor and ending up as a beloved member of one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world.
That is pretty crazy.
It's like a real-life fairy tale.
It is, and it speaks to the power of believing in yourself and taking risks.
Yes.
Even if they seem unconventional or scary. Absolutely. And it challenges us to think about our own journeys.
Yeah.
What opportunities are we overlooking?
Right.
What talents do we have that we haven't fully explored?
Yeah.
These stories remind us that success can come from unexpected places.
For sure.
And with hard work and a bit of luck, anything is possible.
So what does this all mean for us, the viewers?
Right.
What should we be taking away from these deep dives into the origins of the MrBeast crew?
I think the biggest takeaway is that there's no one-size-fits-all formula for success on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not just about going viral or having millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
It's about creating something unique, authentic, and engaging.
Exactly. It's about connecting with an audience on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Building a community and fostering a sense of belonging.
Right.
It's about being passionate about what you do and sharing that passion with the world.
It's also inspiring to see how these crew members leverage their individual strengths to contribute to the larger MrBeast brand.
Like Chris, with his long-standing friendship and understanding of Jimmy's vision.
Right.
Nolan with his knack for storytelling and humor. Chandler with his unexpected charisma.
Yeah.
And Carl with his adaptability and a multi-platform success.
It really highlights the power of collaboration and how different skills and personalities can complement each other to create something truly special.
You know, before we started this deep dive,
Yeah.
I kind of viewed the MrBeast phenomenon as this massive, almost untouchable entity.
I could see that.
But now seeing the human stories behind the brand, it
Yeah.
feels more relatable, more attainable even.
I think that's a valuable insight.
Yeah.
It reminds us that even the most successful creators started somewhere.
Right.
They had their own journeys, their own challenges, and their own unique paths to success.
For sure.
It demystifies the whole process and shows that with hard work, dedication, and a bit of luck, anything is possible.
And hey, maybe there's a future MrBeast crew member out there right now, listening to this, dreaming of making their mark on the world of YouTube.
Perhaps they're running a small channel, creating content in their bedroom, or just brainstorming ideas for the next big viral hit.
Right.
These stories prove that the possibilities are endless.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what's the one piece of advice you'd give to aspiring YouTubers or content creators in general?
Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Food advice.
Embrace your unique talents and never give up on your dreams.
I like it.
The online world is constantly evolving, and there's always room for new voices, fresh perspectives, and innovative ideas.
Right.
Find your niche, build your community, and most importantly, have fun along the way.
Great advice. I think that's a great place to wrap up.
Sounds good.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us on this behind-the-scenes exploration of the MrBeast crew.
It was fun.
Until next time, keep diving deep.